The quality of electrical switches and sockets correlates directly with home safety. This Chinese supplier produces British standard electrical accessories and guarantees the stable quality within 20 years after manufacturing. How do they keep up with high standards, and how can you benefit from cooperating with them? Let's find out. Hi everyone, this is Tatiana from VTrust and welcome to Factory Asia. We audit and showcase the best small and medium factories in Asia. Today we travel to Guangzhou City to visit Wede Intelligent Electric, a professional electric accessories manufacturer in China. Wede Electric produces many different things like switch sockets, LED dimmers and extension sockets. Let's see the factory and find out how they bring power to your fingertips. Wede was established in Dongguan in 2006 and has 15 years manufacturing and export experience with the main focus on UK, Germany and Middle Eastern markets. Their newly built manufacturing facility with a total area of 30,000 square meters is located in Guangzhou in southern China, 300 kilometers away from the port of Xiamen. Wede designs, develops and manufactures products internally. They own different trademarks and patents, and among their top products are fast-charging 45, 30 and 20-watt USB switch sockets, as well as LED dimmers and surge-protected extension cords. Their facility obtains ISO 9001 and products comply with different BS, CE and other market requirements. How are their products manufactured and how do they sustain the high quality? Let's tour their factory to find out. The product is born at the R&D department, where engineers create 3D drawings and prototypes for further testing and adjustments. With the first samples in hand, they will conduct a full range of endurance tests like 15,000 on-off cycles, 168 hours aging test with a stable temperature of 70 degrees, and resistance to fire, extreme weather, and different power level tests to make sure that the prototype is safe and durable before it enters mass production. At Wede, there are 6 production workshops with total 300 workers, supporting capacity of 1.2 million pieces per month. Their operations are tracked in real time by company's ERP system, so the production management has firm control on the factory's resources, productivity, and product quality. As the first step of production, the plastic parts of the sockets are injected in the workshop, where the plastic granules will become the framework encasing the electric components. Wede has 8 injection mold machines and developed more than 100 different molds with unique cavities for plastic components like triggers, shutters, backplates, and gaskets. Only high-quality, fire-retardant plastic is used in production to guarantee that it will not catch on fire when exposed to large current and high temperature. The creation of faceplate of the switch socket is done in the urea molding workshop. For this component, the factory uses urea molding compound, which is known for its surface hardness. It's more durable, highly resistant to stains and scratches, more environmental friendly, and also has self-extinguishing flame-resistant characteristic. Once the plastic parts are molded, they undergo pressing, where any residue plastic in the holes is cut out. After metal components like metal plates, earthing terminals, cable connection terminals are punched for the assembly in another workshop, they're moved here to the riveting workshop, where semi-automatic machines put together 150,000 components per day. Once components are ready and pass inline quality control, they're brought to the printing workshop, where a laser or pad printer adds wording and images to the plastic part. Now we are in the assembly workshop, where 22 production lines work together simultaneously to attach the electric components with the plastic parts. And here with us we have the factory's production manager, Mr. Zhang. Mr. Zhang, I know that this production line is for your top product, which is USB switch sockets. So can you please explain to us how the assembly works?
Alright, first of all, we design our own PCBs for USB switch sockets. Its main advantage is that total current output can reach 4.8 amps. Many other USB switch sockets in the market can support only 3.1 to 3.4 amps because the increase in current output influences the product temperature. But we adjusted our components to keep the temperature stable and construction in compliance with British standard. Once we receive the PCBs, they are inspected before assembly to ensure that the current output can reach at least 4.8 amps. As the PCBs pass inspection, a worker will weld the USB connectors and earthing terminals to the PCB and pass it on for it to be inserted into a plastic structure. Moving down the assembly line, other workers will put metal components such as contacts and loop terminals, contact bars, switch contacts, and other electrical components inside the plastic framework and secure them with a variety of screws. For the final step, workers will snap switches and cover onto it to create a finished switch socket.
After final assembly is finished, all switch sockets are passed to be powered on to check the performance of the components, and then passed to the USB function check as inline quality control measures. If there is any problem with components assembly, the inspection equipment will alert QC technician and block the defective products from passing down the assembly line, so the complete accuracy of the components is guaranteed. After inline quality control, the factory's engineers will also take a few samples from each order and bring them to the laboratory for more advanced laboratory testing based on the British standard requirements. And here with us we have the factory's laboratory technician, Mr. Zhang. Mr. Zhang, can you please explain to us what kind of tests you conduct here?
The samples from each order are sent here for testing. We will first conduct a power load test for 4 hours and then check the temperature rise. It should not exceed the maximum of 54 degrees Celsius. The switching socket life cycle will also be checked, with 15,000 on-off simulations. Apart from that, we will conduct a hypo test, impact test, and resistance tests to check the safety of the product, and other tests to simulate different work environments, such as salt spray testing and high-low temperature and humidity testing. Through strict testing before shipment, we ensure the quality of our products will meet the customer's requirements.
Thank you, Mr. Zhang. You have a very impressive quality control venue here. After the products pass quality control tests in the laboratory, they're cleaned and packed and prepared to be shipped all over the world. After a comprehensive look at the factory's workshop, we're going to know Wede a little bit more through the talk with their general manager, Derek Zhou. Derek, thank you so much for inviting us to your factory.
Okay, you are welcome.
So, Derek, can you tell us Wede's story? How long you've been in manufacturing?
Wede founded in 2006 in Dongguan City in Guangdong Province. Because of the production cost is increasing day by day in Guangdong Province, and also there is no space for us to increase our production capacity. So in 2017, we moved the factory from Dongguan to here. And we start production in 2018 here.
That's a very smart move. So what are the main advantages for the new factory here?
I think the major advantage for us is we own the land and we own our factory buildings. So our management fee is much low. And also it's very easy for us to hire the workers here. And their salary is nearly 20 to 40% low than Dongguan City.
That's impressive. And I know that you have different customers and you work with different markets. Your main market is UK, and you also have customers from Europe and Middle East. So how do you guarantee the customer satisfaction?
First of all, our feedback is very quick. And also, if our customer have any ideas about the products, we can make the sample within 7 days. Meanwhile, our production capacity is good enough. So for first order for new customer, our production lead time is 60 days. And for repeated order, our production lead time is 30 days.
And what is the guarantee of your product?
Okay, our product guarantee is 20 years. Thus, in case of any quality problem within 20 years, we will provide the replacement at the free of cost for our customer.
So with so many different markets, how do you guarantee the product's compliance?
Okay, so we for our customer, we will do the certification testing according to our customer requirement. So for example, for UK marketing, we we will apply the BS EN 690950, and this is the USB socket. It's for our high-grade customer in UK marketing. Also for Middle East, we will apply the G mark for Middle East countries, and especially for Saudi, we are applying the SQM certification for our Saudi customer. SQM is the latest requirement in Saudi market. And for Africa, as you know, there are many countries in Africa that no need the certification. However, Wede was still making the products according to the CE standard. We will not downgrade our product quality.
That's great.
Okay.
I know that you're very strong in R&D and quality control, but as you know, there is no limit for perfection. So what is your main goal for the next 5 years?
Okay, our main goal is becoming well-known manufacturer for BS switch and socket. For that, in next 5 years, we are planning to apply the improvement for internal and external. For internal, we will continue to improve our quality system, and we will increase our production capacity, which will help us to reduce our production lead time for our customer. For external, we already obtained the ISO 9001. We are applying the ISO 14001, and we will pass applied compliance for social audits such as SEDEX and BSCI. We were confident to becoming the qualified supplier at the factory Asia.
That's a very clear and ambitious goal, Derek. I wish you and Wede success and prosperity. Thank you so much for having an interview with us.
Okay, you are welcome. Thank you.
To sum up, we've seen several strengths of Wede Electric. They have an effective production management system with ERP measures, allowing them to keep track of resources, production efficiency, and quality. Apart from that, Wede's new factory in Guangzhou is own-built, which decreases the management fees and allows to bring competitive price to customers. And the most impressive part of this factory is their R&D lab with more than 80 sets of lab equipment, fully equipped to conduct BS standard testing of production using endurance testing, glow-wire testing equipment, high-low temperature, and humidity chambers. To conclude our review, we are awarding Wede Factory 4 stars out of 5 for their great performance. If you're interested in this factory, feel free to reach them via these contact details. Thanks so much for joining me today on our factory tour. To access the full factory audit report, click the link below this video. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe, as we are going to make more factory videos and strive to make supply chain clear for buyers and importers from Asia. See you next time!